Oh, and here I completely forgot that I was the one that was gonna be doing the opening. Well, hello, everyone. Hello. Duh. So, yeah, it's can you tell that the time change was this last weekend? So, anyway, hello to everyone. We are here today with Jen and Marcia and Sari. So, welcome very much. Sari, has a bit of a situation with some, allergies and some pink eye.
A pink
Um,
eye.
yeah,
I look
pink
like a vampire, so
So,
it would be oversharing to be on camera.
and we wanted to make, we still wanted her to be a part of everything. So she's still going to be drawing cards and she's still going to be giving us our release. So welcome everyone this morning. And I hope everyone has been dealing with all these very strong energies. I don't think I know anyone who has not been affected by what has been going on with this Venus retrograde. So in order to get us started this morning, we're going to go to Sari and she is going to be doing our clearing for us this morning. So go ahead, Sari.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So I would like to invite you to relax, and we're going to clear the energy just to get us going for the morning. And I'll ask you to close your eyes, take a couple of nice, deep, cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you continue to relax and slow your heartbeat, slow your breathing, just relax and let it all go. Just be in this present moment. And we're going to imagine today that we are sitting by a very warm fire. We're sitting around in a circle with the fire in the middle. We each have these warm blankets wrapped around us, making us feel so cozy and toasty, safe, secure, warm. And the fire is mesmerizing. It crackles as it burns. You can see the smoke and imagine that it's dark outside. And we are all seated around the fire together as one collective. And imagine that we are surrounded by a host of angels, infusing this beautiful, loving white light that courses through each of our chakras, starting at the soul star chakra and coming down gently with love, harmony, and unison of our energies collectively. And imagine that this energy and this light is going through each of us and grounding us with Mother Gaia. And the angels are shining their beautiful light of sacred unity and holiness, connecting us with heaven as above and with Mother Earth so below. And feel this light cleansing each of your chakras as you are just relaxed and warm and a little sleepy under the blanket. And you can feel the energy pass through you and on to the next person. Our collective energies are intertwined in this love and peace and energy of collective consciousness. We are connecting to the divine. We are divine. We are one soul tribe, unified together. Just sit for a moment in this beautiful, loving, white energy. Deep breath in. Exhale. We're ready to go. All right, Dawn, back to you.
You're muted.
Again, time change. So, yes, this is a very, very big week, a big month, a big year, a big century, a big millennia this week and for the next 3 weeks, because we're going through this astrology that is so amazing. It is hitting everyone personally. We do have Venus and Mercury in a conjunction tomorrow, and they're both going to be in Aries. Venus is going to be retrograde. So we have had issues coming up with our relationships because Venus is about relationships and money, as you can see in the stock market and things, right? We have all of that energy coming up. And that's collective energy too, that's going to be very, very heightened. The problem is that we have Neptune in Pisces, and you won't know what to believe. And it's going to be very confusing on the collective. And what you should do at this time is focus in your personal life and you, because what is meant to happen for the collective is a collective lesson. And it's meant to happen astrologically. This has been in this lineup in astrology for eons that this was going to happen. So, and it's a world thing. It's not just a certain area. It is a world thing that's happening. And it's meant to happen. We are meant to, with our own energies, hold space with a higher vibration. Even though we're going through personal things within our lives, this is the eclipse energy of releasing. This is for our greatest and highest good. With eclipses, everybody dances. No one gets out of this energy because it's fated energy to get you on your path. If you're not quite on your path, it will clear things out. It's like tower moments in Pluto. And just accept, okay, why is this happening? Where's it trying to get me to go? What is my lesson here? And because this is going to be happening on Friday, like at roughly 2:30 in the morning Eastern time. So this is going to be over the United States because we'll be able to see it, right? We're going to be doing at like 11 on this channel, Spiritual View. We're going to be doing an eclipse or full moon release and a healing meditation that you're going to be able to utilize anytime thereafter, really. And what I want people to understand this week is that the things that they are dealing with, write down what you need to release, right? Really focus on the things that are important for you. I don't know anyone that is not having to deal with personal emotional issues. But we're all in this together. And the thing is, we will get so much when Venus hits Pisces, when she goes into her exaltation. Right now, we're dealing with the rough stuff. We're going to get the healing and understanding and downloads when she is in Pisces and hitting the North Node. And the North and South Node are both at 27 degrees. They have been square the galactic center and will be square the galactic center. It's been weeks of the galactic center bringing that knowledge to the North and South Node. We don't square the galactic center that often when it's the nodes, right? Because it's 27 degrees of Sagittarius. How often do you think this happens? And that it's been sitting there for weeks. So the downloads that you'll be able to get when you have Mercury going through, download with that, download with Neptune. When Venus goes over that, download with all of that and what she's learning. So trust that the healing, this is the hard work now. She's going to gain her power when she's in her exaltation. So know that that is coming, that is you turning into that high priestess energy, that you figure out who you are, what you need to release that doesn't serve you anymore. So I think that is the strongest message to take away, that to hold your vibration at such a beautiful level that you don't get caught up in all this energy that's going on in the collective. That is meant to happen. We're here to hold space at a vibrational level that'll help the collective. Even though we're going through things ourselves, that doesn't mean that you're not helping, because surprise, you are at such a higher vibrational level, and collectively we make it higher. All boats rise, right? So I don't know. Does anybody have any questions regarding any of that energy at all? I know we touched on some astrology Friday. We talked a lot about astrology. Marcia this morning, I saw the first half of her. I'll finish it later, but she was talking a lot about the astrology and things coming in. So, yep, speaking your truth. Yep. So I saw that, Donna. Yes, it's everybody's been feeling it. Everybody's been feeling it. So if we don't have any further questions, we can go on to our collective reading. And let me just go and tell you what the question is. What is the best way to navigate the energy this week? We're asking for advice from Spirit. So let's go ahead and we will go to Marcia to take that first.
All right, get us started. So, what is the best energy to navigate this week? And I was struck, I had pulled the card already, but Dawn started the opening of her astrology basically saying, stay focused. Stay focused on you. And the card I'm drawing from the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck, I drew Narrow Pathway. Tread thoughtfully, not carefully, tread thoughtfully. Mercury and Venus are going to be hooking up, and you can have a mind and heart coherence this week, okay? But let's read what the book interpretation is for this. The card meaning: do not make any quick decisions. Think things through, tread carefully. If you rush into anything, there are potential difficulties. Keep very focused and don't allow yourself to get distracted. Your project will succeed if you go slowly. The relationship will grow if you don't hurry it. Let it all emerge in its own time, in its own path. Be thoughtful in all the areas of your life. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know when the path becomes narrow, success will only ensue if you go slowly and carefully. The traveler takes one step at a time, deliberately and cautiously. No detail of the path is overlooked. Keep your focus on the steps ahead. Do not get ahead of yourself. Breathe, relax. You will be able to achieve what others have only dreamed of. Wow. And does that not speak to the hermit energy? Have we not always heard that the path opens one step at a time? If you knew the whole path, it would be too overwhelming. So this is the juxtaposition. This is the crux. This is the dividing point this week. So stay focused on the areas of your life that you can affect, yourself, your local environment, and let that ripple out. And I said in my live or my video this morning, the universe can't affect us, but the same energy and patterns that created the universe created us. We have that same cellular energy. Get your cells aligned and emit what you want to see in the world, okay? And tread thoughtfully, all right? I'm going to turn it over now to, it usually is Suri, but it's not Suri this week. We're going to go back over to Dawn. Sorry about that.
Hello. So I am going to, here I have it right in front of me. It was very interesting. I drew from the map because I wanted to see what direction we're going to be going in. And this is Colette Baron Reed deck. The number is a 28, which adds to a 10, which is like very much about endings, right? And so this is movement. And I think it's very interesting. If you can see, there's a little windmill on top of this ostrich. It's like getting there. How do you get there? It doesn't matter as long as you get there, right? So this is a time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage, oops, I want to make sure I get this right. Okay, it's focused. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward. I think that this is very true. I think that one of the things that you'll find very helpful, Aries is a fire sign. It is helped by movement, by moving your body, dance, walk, any kind of swim, any kind of thing that is going to physically move your body. And the message this week, I think, also is with movement, incorporate a sense of grounding. You can ground yourself by walking. It's scientifically proven. You walk in the forest, you decrease your blood pressure. Science proved it. We already knew it. So help yourself and your body this week, because I think we do also need to be aware that we need to take care of our bodies this week. More rest, plenty of water, and protecting our energy with our little Glenda bubble, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to Jen for cards.
Okay, so what is the best way to navigate the energy of this week? And so the angel number that I have been seeing nonstop right now is 909. And so nines are about completion energy and zeros are about divine beginning. So we are really at a destiny point. And I feel like that anybody who's been doing their work, like this is the point where your reward comes in. And I keep talking about this whole timeline shift that we're going into. So we're leveling up to our highest timeline. And so I pulled with the soul coaching oracle, and the card I got was about success. And so the first thing I got was just eyes on the prize. No matter what's happening in the 3D around you, you've got to see like anything that's shifting out of your life right now is getting you aligned with this energy of success to your highest timeline. So we have inner and outer success is coming your way. The gates of triumph are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Accept that you're already a winner, and even more victories will expand in your life. Your soul wants you to know being successful is a state of mind. The more that you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life. If a situation knocks you over, get up and brush yourself off and discover what you learned. You aren't a failure if you fall down, only if you stay down. So keep going and believe in yourself. Celebrate even the smallest victories that occur in your life. Success fills my life in ways beyond my greatest expectation. And so, like I said, again, just eyes on the prize about where we're going. And I just think everything that is happening right now, just let whatever is trying to leave your life, let it go. Don't chase it. It's making space for this new timeline that we're headed to. All right. So next up is Sari, but I'm actually going to be helping her out. So,
right. So my card today, and Jen, the lovely Jen, is holding up the visual so you can see it. But it's from the Shaman's Dream. And how do we navigate the week ahead? It's called First Breath. Beginner's mind. So this is a fresh start in renewed curiosity, trust in your instincts. But basically, this card arrives when it's time to leave the old stories and tales behind. It says you have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There is nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. And so this card really is reflective of many of us are letting go of this old sense of who we were. And we're letting go of the old stories that either people told us about ourselves or that we believed. And so this week, I think amidst all these energies that we're navigating, there's an opportunity to step back and say, do I really believe this old story or this old truth about myself? And allow curiosity to help you question and to let the new come in, because this is a wonderful time of transformation if we allow it. And I think, Marcia, you talked about this earlier. We've got to allow for the allowing. But part of this is stopping the old stories that we've told ourselves or that we believed from others. And so it's time to let that go. And it says, do not squander the power of this first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use this for a new beginning to animate a world where you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of the word. So that is just a beautiful card to allow the old to leave and to welcome in the new with curiosity and wonder. All right. I'm going to pass it back now, I believe, to Dawn. Oh, sorry, Marcia.
We are a little out of order today, but that's all right. We're getting the flow. Okay, so we're going to move on to some personal readings and draw cards for viewers in the chat. Just to remind you, if you are interested in having us pull cards, put a heart out there as a comment and we'll separate those out. So Chanley, I believe that's how we say it. I am drawing for you, my dear. And I am drawing from the Wildwood Tarot deck. And it doesn't necessarily follow the Rider-Waite hero's journey exactly, but there's some deeper meanings. And I'm just feeling this as above, so below so much, that willow tree image on the back of the card. But Chanley, I just want you to focus on your question today. We're getting advice from Spirit for you. And I drew, this is 6 of Arrows, and it is a card of transition. And let's just focus on the imagery here. This is leaving something behind. It is obviously somewhat the dark of night, but you see you're just being guided by your intuition in that full moon, riding out these small waves, but in a beautiful boat decorated as a swan. Swan in spiritual history is associated with peace and love. So whatever situation you're moving away from, my darling, congratulations, you are moving away in grace, okay? Holding your head up high and being just your beautiful self. 6s always imply, or this would equate to the 6 of Swords. So moving away from a difficult situation, you've got a little bit of wind back in your sails. I'm going to read a little bit further about the meaning, but I just love that energy for you right now. Movement towards new possibilities or cycles within your own personality or your thought processes. A subconscious impulse to travel beyond your present horizons that have become static, possibly an anxious or testing time of uncertainty, but harnessing positive energies and drives will add a purposeful momentum to the coming changes. So as you've heard us say, the nodes of fate are at play. Eclipses are here. The changes are going to happen. And this card invites you to just be open, have an open mind and an open heart. And you are going to travel on so beautifully and gracefully. Okay, I hope that was helpful, my dear. And we're going to toss it back over to Dawn.
Hello. So I'm reading for Donna Witten today. So I can, one of the things that came up, this is the Bone Collector. And I feel like you've had this card before, Donna. And one thing really stands out to me. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. So I feel like you have been going through a lot of personal things from your past and dealing with those. And this is moving you forward. With all of this energy this week, you will be getting downloads. You will be getting messages. You will know by the time this eclipse season is over what is coming for you. And I mean wonderful things. It's hard right now. It's really hard right now. Venus is in retrograde. It's going to be conjuncting Mercury. There's going to be so much information out there that we have to sort through. And really, in the collective, we need to be focusing more on as opposed to the collective, which is, to me, that's, things are meant to happen and to break down and to be difficult, because that's the lesson the collective has to learn. We're on a different timeline than that. Anytime that I've looked at personal readings, it is so much more positive for people that are doing the work. Look inside yourself. The answers are there. And I know, because we're going to be releasing, and then new things are going to be opening up with that new moon eclipse in Aries, a brand new way to do relationships, a brand new way to recognize ourselves as someone with power, both feminine and masculine energy. And I think you need to weave those together for yourself as well. Don't deny your masculine energy while you're powering up the feminine energy. And that's true for everyone. So with that, I want you to know that the answers are going to be more and more apparent, especially as Venus goes into her retrograde and hits that north node for you. You will get downloads. It's coming. The clarity is coming within a very short span of time. Focus. And I think that's the message I feel like we're getting all through now, is focusing on your personal issues and leveling up your energy, so that, we join with this energy of vibration as we go forward. So nothing but love, Donna. I know that these are difficult times. So let's go ahead and go on to Jen.
Okay, so I have pulled for Jonna. Where are you? Okay, so I pulled with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. Just what can you do to help bring your manifestations in? And we have the Miracles card, which is a 33. We tend to perceive miracles only when our personal desires are met. And yet, when we look back, almost all of us will be able to recall a crisis or a challenge that ultimately proved to be a miraculous turning point or an extraordinary gift. This card asks you to see the miracles that surround you right now and in every situation. And so I feel like that you're going to have small shifts. You may not have like this great big grand moment that shifts you to your next timeline. You're having gradual shifts at all throughout. And so I think that what it's asking is that you're starting to look around and you're noticing all of these little things that have already started to line you up, because those are like the little breadcrumbs that are showing you that you are headed in the right path, that your manifestations are coming in. But like I said, it's not going to be this great big grand moment. You've been on this process already. You're already seeing the proof. And so it's asking you to see that proof and like kind of take that in. The more that you're taking it in, the more of the proof that you're going to get. And with that 33 energy, that tells me like you're being guided through this. You're getting all of that's threes are about communication. So you're getting the signs, you're getting the synchronicities, you're getting everything that you need that's lining you up for where it is that you're trying to get to. All right. So next is Sari. I think Marsha is going to be her helper.
Yeah. We're getting creative, guys. So I'm reading from Misty this morning. And so Misty, I pulled from the Gaia deck, and it is called Apprehension. And it says, moving out into the world, conquering doubt or fear. So Misty, you may have a situation where you have been reluctant to take action, or a situation around you that you're still contemplating. But it says this card arrives when it's time to get going. There is nothing to fear. Take the first step. Just do it, and you will find that all will work out for you. The longer you procrastinate, the harder it may be. It's understandable that you may feel unsure of yourself. The first step is sometimes the hardest. You have so much to offer, and you will realize this as you move out into the world. Be brave. Even if you initially might make some mistakes, you will be well received. Treat every day as a learning experience. As your confidence increases, so too will your self-esteem and success. You are a sincere and beautiful person, and do not doubt yourself. What a great card, Misty. So if there's anything that's been holding you back from taking that leap of faith, like the Fool, this card is just go for it, because there's so much waiting for you that is positive and productive. And so it's a beautiful card. It's time to move. And hopefully that resonates, Misty. Thank you. And thank you, Marcia.
You are very, very welcome. And we'll just stay right here with me. We'll move on to round 2, I believe. And I am drawing for Natisha. Natisha, my dear, I know I have read for you a couple of times, and I just love your energy. Thank you for supporting us again, drawing from the Wildwood Tarot. I'm just loving the energy of the forest kind of right now. For you, I drew the 6 of bows. So double sixes here. 6 to me is always the number of harmony and resonance. This would equate to, think of like 6 of Pentacles in the modern day tarot, but here we see 6 bows, or it could be 6 of Wands, but pointed towards a fire, super abundant. In fact, the key word here is abundance. Notice that all the baskets are filled. You're reaping what you have sown, is basically what this card is telling you. So in this instance, in this interpretation, what it's telling us is that you have been through a situation and you've come out the other side and you've actually grown, whether that is in material abundance or in spiritual wealth. And now you have fruits that you can share. You have a fire by which others can be warmed. You have a light that you can shine. And that is just super important in this time. Many people are going to be disrupted by the energies this week and throughout the next 6 months, because eclipses have energy that carries on. Other people are going to adjust. Other people are going to be aware. Other people are going to need your stability, your resources. And it appears here that you have been doing the work and you are plentiful and abundant to share with others. So I'll read a little bit about the meaning, but the book interpretation does say it's a time to reap the benefits of a summer abundance, although we're heading into summer, and to accept the rewards and blessings that are a result of your endurance. By patiently attending to what you have sown, the blessings of new growth will be bountiful and rich. So Natisha, again, when I opened up, I said you've been on this channel for a while. Many of us have read for you. We do know a little bit about your private struggles. Thank you for sharing those with us. But my love, I feel like this week is going to be a bit of a turning point for you. So just receive that. And I will hand it back over to Dawn.
Hello. I have to say, I'm reading for Michelle K. And I picked up the deck and I started shuffling and I got so much energy that I'm actually a bit shocked. And then I checked in with the card and the meaning, and I am just blown away, because she's a leader. She is a leader that's coming out. This deck is full of leader, and I felt it. I actually got weepy reading this. So I'm just gonna let you see what I'm so excited about actually for you. You're being called to lead others by example. The experiences of battles won and lost, places discovered, tears shed, and joy revealed have placed you in a unique position to be of service to others. Your suffering has been crystallized into a talisman of wisdom. I started tearing up. I got chills. I was like, you are the real deal. You are a leader, no matter what you've gone through. I am so energized by what I was pulling in in the cards, when I felt the energy, I felt the energy of you, felt the energy as I was shuffling. And when this card came out and that was said, no matter what you have gone through, it has only made you stronger. You are a shining example to other people that you can get through anything. And you will be so much more powerful. I feel that you are going to be leading a charge of some kind. I have no doubt about it. The eclipse energy will show you what is important for you to stand out and stand up for. We are always going to make that a personal decision, and what we do for the collective. Right now, many of us that have, and because this relates back to me very, very much, the Pluto and Virgo energy, many of us are called to, when the timing is right, once this collective mess starts to break down, to be there to reshape. And you're one of those people. I know it. I know it on a deep bone level that you're one of those people. So no matter what is going on for you, that may be a tough thing right now. It's Venus retrograde. It's a personal planet. Mercury retrograde. It's a personal planet. No one gets out of this dance. So know that you are going to be a positive influence going forward, and just hold grace for yourself. I'm speechless at this energy that is coming through for me. And I don't have this happen very often where I'm like, zing. So I'm so proud of you. You don't even know the joy and the pride and everything. And there's many more of you out there. There are many, many more. You're going to wake up to that with this eclipse energy. You're going to be shocked at who you are. So with that, I will pass that on to Jen. Much love.
Okay, so I have pulled for Siobhan for this round. And so I pulled with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. And I got the inner critic card. So you're being kind of harsh on yourself. And the way that you're going to manage most through this energy is you're going to talk very kindly to yourself. This card asks you to transform your inner critic into an inner critique. The realistic appraisal and constructive feedback of a critique will enhance your ability to step into the very best version of yourself, whereas ongoing and persistent criticism will wear you down, eroding your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And so, like, it's not saying that you don't ever say anything. I don't want to use the word negative about yourself. That, there are things that we need to look at ourselves and changes that we need to make, but it's the way that we're talking to ourselves about those changes. It's going to bring that positive outcome for you. And so one of the things that I was connecting with as I was thinking about this, the inner critic, the things that you're telling yourself, one, your words are manifesting your reality. So whatever you think is true is actually true. And so you are also activating the reticular activation system in your brain. Every time you're telling yourself, whatever these negative things are about yourself, you're activating this part of your brain that's now looking for proof to prove you right. That yes, when you say that I'm a failure, then it's going to say, yep, look, you failed right here, you failed right there, you failed right there. And it's going to provide the proof. So when you start flipping the narrative and you say, actually, I actually succeed in a lot of areas of my life. And then your brain is now going to start, okay, yep, remember when this happened and the success that came from this, and when you had that and the success that came from that. So you're going to have to be extremely mindful of the way that you're actually talking to yourself, because again, you're in this place where your words are literally manifesting as quickly as it's coming out of you. So make sure that you're monitoring that inner critic, that inner monologue, to make sure that you're getting the right words and the right manifestations coming out. Okay, so next is Sari. And I think, Marsha, you're helping again, right?
Yeah, Marsha's my wing girl today. All right, so I am pulling for On Time for Tarot, and it's my first time pulling for you. So I am really excited because this is such a beautiful card. It's called Ocean of Eternal Love from the Gaia deck. It's a 44, which is a master number around building stability, building a foundation. But this is around healing, creativity, and fertility. It is said that love conquers all, and this is especially true for you right now in this moment. Something is being resolved and healed through love. What was previously barren now becomes fertile. A seed is planted and you are the co-creator. The conditions are favorable. The timing is right. A new creation awaits you. The birth of something new brings joy and excitement. The forever changing seasons of eternity turn their invisible wheel and a new cycle begins. A new image is born. The affirmation here is love heals, love brings resolution, love conquers, love creates, love is eternal. What a beautiful message. And I think it's a great message to all of us. Watch your vibration, because your vibration in love is the highest frequency that you can be in. And that is when we manifest, people. If you are finding yourself going to fear, it's just a reminder that stay in that beautiful vibration of love. Remember us being around the fire, that lovely, beautiful, angelic energy coming through each of us. Stay in that high vibration this week. And just, it's, I think, a watch out for all of us. But it is a reminder that this is the highest frequency. Love conquers all, and love is eternal. What a beautiful message. But I think it's a reminder for all of us this week to stay in that vibration, because that is the beauty of manifestation. And I will turn it back over to Marcia.
And I will turn on my microphone. Okay. In this next round, I am drawing a card for Ron. Ron, if you're still here in the chat, I haven't seen you here before, so welcome in. And if it's just that you've been in the chat and I've missed it, I do apologize. But I am drawing still from the Wildwood Tarot. I'm just going to stick with that deck today. I love it so much. And I drew for you, sir, the Four of Stones. Keyword here is protection. So focusing in on the imagery of the card, because intuitively we can see that this is a card where either you are providing protection and shelter for someone, or you are allowing yourself to be vulnerable and needing some protection. And Mother Gaia has come in offering this dolmen with protection. And ancient structures built from stone possess great energy. And that's really what this card is telling me. Either you need this or you emanate this in your life, and only you will know that. But this card reminds me of ancient, well, there are ancient symbols on the stones there. If you can see them, that would equate to wisdom that is inscribed on your soul. In this moment of vulnerability, you have what you need to shelter yourself. You also have deep wisdom that can provide shelter and comfort to others. I'm picking up a lot of rune stones or symbols on rune stones. So this week, and I'm also picking up like ley lines in the energy that comes from the earth. So earthing this week, walking with your feet in grass or on earthing shoes is really going to allow you to open up to the eclipse energy. And like I said, either be a shelter and provide protection for someone else, or you will find a beautiful time. Notice here, the last imagery I'm going to touch on is that we have the dark of the night still with the stars out, but here comes this glorious sun. And as we talked about that galactic center, as the energy of this week builds and that blast from galactic centers coming in, it will be charged and energized on certain ley lines, okay, and by certain rituals that we do openly or in private. So I hope that speaks to you, Ron. I feel like, again, either you will offer protection or you will allow yourself to be vulnerable this week and let someone else offer you some spiritual protection or otherwise. So I love that card for you. Let's move on now to Miss Dawn.
Hello. So I'm reading for Peggy. Peggy, yeah, your card is a number 39, right? Protecting treasure. Protecting treasure. And when I looked at this, the first thing I thought of was Peggy's energy is so amazing, and she is just, I know that she is the protector of her family. I feel like this is her. um, and her crown is right beside her. And to me, that's truly her energy. She's got this whole manifesting thing down. She knows what's going on. But I want Peggy to know, as much as you are a true friend and a person with such integrity, that I feel that you need to know that the angels are watching out for you as well. That you get whispers, you get messages, you understand a lot of things. It's just like that energy of the wise woman coming through. But you are also protected because of your integrity and because of the way that you are a healing person to many other people. If you are lost in a storm, Peggy's the person that you want with you because she has such glorious energy, and her her depth of emotion and her sincerity are amazing to behold. So I want her to know that she is being protected, even as she is protecting other people herself and being that shelter for other people. I feel that she needs to have this message today, that she is protected as well. So with that, I want to move on to Jen, and much love, Peggy.
Okay, so I have pulled for Rebecca Joe. And so I pulled with the Art of Manifestation Oracle for you as well. And we have compromise. And so I feel like there's a situation that you're dealing with. And I got just instantly, this is not a hill to die on. So like whatever the situation is, you don't have to fight so hard about, getting your way out of this, because it's just not a hill to die on. So are you in a situation where you need to make a compromise? Or are you compromising too much? This card asks you to review your position and be sure to find a solution that takes the needs of all parties into account, including yourself. And so, like, again, whatever the situation is, I feel like it is stressful for you in this moment, but this is not a hill to die on, because I got that just as clear. So whatever it takes to kind of bring peace, just don't overstress this one. It just bring the compromise, and it's not a hill to die on. Just hold on to that one. All right. So next is Sari, and I think Marsha's helping her out again.
Yeah. All right. So I'm reading for Rachel. And Rachel, it's my first experience with you. And so I'm honored to read for you today. And this is also from the Gaia deck. It's called Lost Love. It means surrender, healing, and release. So it is normal to feel sad when a friendship or maybe a relationship has ended. Yet this healing card has shown up in your reading today to let you know that everything truly does happen for a reason. Trust and accept that higher forces are at work in your life at the moment, and that your soul is guiding you towards ever greater love. You may not feel it at present, but you are surrounded by an ocean of love. You are loved more than you will ever know. There is a little point in searching for answers. Just be in acceptance of things as they are. The truth is what is, yet it is also what was and what will be. There are no mistakes. Everything that you are experiencing has a purpose and is meaningful. All is part of a higher plan for your life. Every day is a new beginning, yet nothing is ever lost for life. For life is an endless cycle. What goes around comes around. Love is eternal. We keep pulling these messages about love. These are great. So, Rachel, if you've had challenges in a relationship and a friendship, whatever it is, if it's ended or it's stalled or it's troubled you, this card is just a reminder. Just accept, but we're all making room for our soul tribe. And as it's been explained to me, we have to create the space to allow the old to fall away and the new to come in. So if you have experienced any kind of shift in relationships, then there are no mistakes here. in what the higher meaning, I think, Rachel, is that allow whatever to happen, whatever happens to happen, and create that space for a new relationship. And this could be romantic, but it could also be with family, with friends. And many of us are experiencing a lot of shift endings and changes. So this is to tell you that it is fated. It is opening space for you. And again, acceptance right now and being at peace in your heart that love is coming in, whichever way it's going to show up for you. Love is eternal, and what goes around comes around. So all the good that you've been putting out there is going to be returned to you tenfold, 20-fold. So have hope and faith as you look at these relationships through a renewed lens. All right. I'll pass that back to Marsha. Marsha, thank you again for being my wing girl.
You are very, very welcome. Okay, in this round, I am pulling for, is it Donna Marie? Yes, Donna Marie. We had a couple Donnas, I wanted to make sure. So Donna, welcome in again from the Wildwood Tarot. This card actually volunteered. I didn't even get a chance to shuffle, and it is the Ancestor card. This is a number 5 card. The fact that it's come out now, this card has come out. I've done some personal readings, and this card has ended every single personal reading. Well, not every single, but 3 in a row. That's quite a bit. So you are in good company, let me tell you that. But in each of those situations, and also with yours, the ancestor here, she has shown up because the shift has happened. You are on a new path. So guidance with regard to a relationship is you've already made the shift, and this ancestor is here to greet you. The path is laid out before you. You will see that the time on the wheel of the year is February 1st. This is the time of Imbolc, when this card signifies a time in the zodiacal wheel. The major arcana in this deck always do, but likely something happened at that time, and ancestor is showing up to tell you she's been there the whole time, guiding you back to your true roots. Do not be afraid. Do not falter. She's also here to let you know that you are well protected. So as you go into the wildwood, as this card would represent, you are going into yourself to reclaim your power, reclaim the power of what your ancestors know that you can be. This card also would equate to some Hierophant energy, but in only the best ways. This is not beladen to traditions of our ancestors for sake of just keeping the tradition. Quite the opposite. Look at her clothes. She's been weathered and battle worn herself, and she's beating the drum of your future. Take the step, take the leap. Okay. All right, my dear, I hope that's helpful. We're going to turn it over to Dawn.
Hello, hello. So hang on. Let me just pull this person up. Ta-da! Deborah Lewis, Mr. Pops. So it must be that you have a certain kind of energy that I needed to get in contact with, because I was like, oh, you guys switch decks. So this is Oracle of the 7 Energies, Colette Baron Reed deck. Yes, honestly, I think you are, because what I got was this. This is kind of amazing. Healing the heart. Healing the heart. Number 23 card, about change. About change. So without even knowing what your question was, you got answered, right? So that's pretty amazing. When you are wounded emotionally, you need time to regroup and find your center. This happens on its own timetable and can never be rushed. Sometimes wounding occurs because we become too dependent on others, and this is accompanied by the desire to manipulate or control an outcome. Both wounding and healing usually begin within, not from the outer conditions of our lives. We often believe we can only be wounded by others, but we do more damage to ourselves. Healing the heart. And really what I'm getting for you on an intuitive level is you will get through this. 23. It adds to a 5. It's a card of change. There is no doubt that you were deeply wounded in this relationship. And the process of what we're going through now, this Venus retrograde, this is the time for you to move through this energy. And the Venus retrograde lasts for 40 days. It's not something that you get over with overnight. It's something that you look at. Why am I in this toxic? Why was I in this toxic relationship? You will get over it. There are lessons here. You need to look at yourself in a way that you deserve better. You deserve better, and you're going to get better. One of the things that we are going to be doing is healing our divine feminine. You're being in a toxic relationship. You don't even see it at first, right? It sneaks up on you. And to recognize everything when it's done, it's not something that happens overnight. Give yourself time and grace, and then fill your life with little moments of happiness and wonder and joy, and pamper yourself. You deserve it. This will help get you through, and go out with friends. You will, the energy that you will have by being in celebration and love with other women that are out there. And it's like, you know what? That toxic relationship is done. I am forging better relationships. And I think that is your answer, especially if it's with connecting with other women, because Venus is telling us that. There's healing that's coming for you, but it always takes work. So I feel that is a very, very important thing for you to realize. It's 40 days and 40 nights, Venus, of just like the arc, right? 40 days and 40 nights of unrelenting storm. But when you get done, you get this beautiful rainbow and a promise that it won't get as bad as that again. So I hope that you take this message. You will heal from this. It just is going to take a little time, and you'll have your ups and downs. I know I'm a little long-winded on this, but I feel where you are needed to have a bit more of a message. So if this is connecting to anybody, we're all there through this Venus retrograde. I will say everybody is here working this out. I'm still doing it myself. I'm just like weepy and angry this week. It's like weepy, sad, angry, weepy. You know, it's been just a cycle. So much love. And let's move on to Jen.
Okay, so I have pulled for Deborah Pecan, and I don't know that she wanted a reading, but she was new, and I wanted to give her the opportunity. And so I pulled with the Art of Manifestation Oracle, and we have take a risk. And so I feel like that there's been something, and this is connecting back to your love life. There's somebody that's kind of coming back in. You're nervous about trusting this person because of the past history, but this is telling me that this is actually something that you can take a risk on. So step out of your comfort zone. Feeling safe and secure is a wonderful experience, but if we remain in our safe zone for fear of change, we create limiting and restrictive environment that can ultimately lead to stagnation and the loss of our creative potential to manifest our greatest contribution to the world. Let go of fear and take a risk. And so whatever this situation is that's presented itself to you and you're nervous about taking a step forward, you're feeling the pull to go forward. But it's like whatever the history is of this is the thing that's kind of got you scared to actually trust it. This is telling me that you can trust it, because if you don't, you're just going to stay where you're at, and you're not going to get what you want anyways if you don't do something. So you've got to do something. So the advice here is take the risk. Okay, and so next is Sari.
Okay, and I'm going to read for Natisha. Natisha, you had a question. If we can post her question, it was about a new car that you were applying for, and there was one that you wanted specifically. So I actually ran and grabbed my yes and no deck, and the cards come out like either yes or no, and then they have an explanation. So, Natisha, your answer today is yes. It says the lotus of happiness is about to blossom and bring you wonderful events filled with positive emotions. There is potential for the unexpected, but timely support that you require. This is a perfect time for you to start new and exciting undertakings. So there's something about you may get a little bit of a delay. There may be some unexpected things happen in the process, but it basically says, yes, absolutely. The lotus of happiness is about to blossom. So go for that car that you want, put it out there to the universe, and hopefully this will be manifesting for you. And so that is your message for today.
And I'm just going to jump in real quickly. I wasn't sure we were going to get to her. Sari, thank you. I did secretly on the side pull a card for her and dropped the interpretation in the chat. And I pulled the Nine of Wands, which is basically feel and believe it's yours. Persevere even if you're tested this week, and that car's in your driveway.
All right. So Martha, are you closing us out?
Oh, I can close out. That's fine. It's good. So, thank you to everyone that showed up here today. I feel we got some really powerful messages in. And I think for me, the bottom line is that we're all going through things, and we will be going through things. Eclipses are meant to be tough on us because we have to, it's like diamonds, right? They're cleaning off all the dirt. They're getting us in that right direction. So I feel that we're going through some powerful changes. So is the collective. No one has seen this kind of astrology. You go to any of the major astrologers that are out there, and they will tell you they've never seen anything like this. And they've gone back thousands of years, and they haven't seen anything like this. So if you're going through a little bit of a rough time or a big rough time, you are right where you're supposed to be. Don't be so hard on yourself. We're here to support each other. We're here to learn together. And we want everyone to feel like this is a safe place to do that. So with that, we will be giving you messages this week. I will be doing a ceremony on Friday at 11 Eastern. Nat, my friend, my buddy, is going to be doing a healing meditation. We will be doing a burn, so get whatever is off your chest, and we'll take care of that. But really, love each other this week and love yourselves. And I hope that we get to really enjoy and learn from this time that we're going through. We're going to be coming out so much more powerful. So embrace the suck, as they say. If you're in the military, you embrace the suck. And then when you get to the other side, it's hallelujah. So much love to everyone. And we will see you very soon. Bye.